feel good. Don't feel super tired anymore. And my symptoms non-existent. And you saw my test results. So yeah, I'm super good. I have no symptoms at all. I haven't even had a headache for about 10 weeks.
Your labs look great. So the infections.
I was so pleased. I knew they would be better, but I was so pleased.
And you tested it after 30 days, right? It just took you a while to get back the labs, the results?
Yeah, I would have had those done 5 weeks into the program.
Your Calprotectin levels, it was 300 and it went down to less than 16, so completely gone.
I know. I'm so happy. My doctor, he's a good doctor, but he just doesn't know what he doesn't know, right? And he was the one saying to me, obviously giving me all these antibiotics when I was getting all the infections. And he's the guy that said to me, you'll have to go on low-level antibiotics for 6 months. And I was like, no way. And that's when I found you guys. I sent him these results and he's like, what have you been doing? This is insane. I said, listen, I sent him the link to your stuff. So yeah, even he's like, what have you been doing to get this change? So yeah, he's even like, oh my, and he checked out your page and he was like, these girls look amazing. It's like, I know they are. And I'm down about 15 pounds as well. I mean, it wasn't really about losing weight, but it's nice that that's happened too. And then I'm like, I'm in the best shape I've ever been in, but my body's actually working properly as well. So yeah, it's nice.
How would you say our process is different from other doctors that you worked with or nutritionists?
The main difference, and what I really like about it, is that it's so prescriptive. You're like, do exactly this, have exactly this much. I really struggle when people say things. I'd worked with nutritionists that said things like, try and eat more apples, or, you know, I'm like, well, what do you mean? So for me, what worked super well was that you were like, exactly this, exactly that, have exactly that much. And the other thing that worked really well was the daily workbook, because you fill that in and then by the morning you're like, okay, make this change, slightly less of that, try this instead. It made it doable, because you were like, okay, fine. Even if I've had a day where that just felt really hard, you literally by the next morning you'd be like, okay, try this instead. It should make it easier. And yeah, just the fact that you told me exactly what to do was the best part, because then I'm like, if I really understand a process and I believe in it, I'll just stick to it, because the payoff's good enough. And the fact that the infections went away so fast, that also made it much easier, because I'm getting, you're getting the results that you want, and that makes you want to stick to it more. It was that really, just the fact you told me exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it, daily check-ins. And even when I did have the couple of meltdowns that I had, you were like, it's okay, do this slightly differently. Then you didn't kind of just say, well, suck it up and get on with it. You're like, hey, let's change this. It'll be all right. Calm down. So yeah, that's what made it work for me.
Oh, that's good. I'm so happy because, we care about our clients, we don't want to be mean to you.
Well, yeah, that's it. And because I'm pretty good at sticking to something. By the second day, I was like, okay, I can do this. This is all right. And like I say, the results make it worthwhile. I mean, I was literally getting, it wasn't just UTIs I was getting. And I counted it up. Like in 9 months, I got 7 UTIs, 2 ear infections, a chest infection, and I had laryngitis twice. It was just like, this is just not sustainable. None of it was really serious, but it was so frequent that I was getting it. And whenever I took antibiotics, yes, they would clear up the infection, but they made me feel so bad. I felt so poorly when I took them. It's just like, to not have that anymore. And honestly, since about day 5 onwards in the program, I haven't had so much as a headache, literally, like just nothing at all. I used to get stomach aches all the time, headaches all the time. Then I had all the infections as well. I'm super happy. And the fact that I've lost 15, 16 pounds as well, it's just a great, like, extra benefit,
Cherry on top.
Yeah, exactly. I knew something was wrong because the weight was going on, and I was like, this is weird. Why is this happening? But it wasn't about losing weight. But you can't not lose weight, I guess is what I'm saying, whilst you're trying to improve your health. So it's just like, oh, that's nice as well, that my clothes fit better now. But that's the other thing. He's super happy because he was getting really worried about me, constantly getting sick, and it was affecting like our relationship. So yeah, I'm just super, super pleased. I'm so pleased I did it. And I would, like, anyone that was thinking about doing this, I would just be like, 100%, you just got to do it. I have tried to convince so so many people. I'm like, you got to do this thing. You got to eat this way. You got to do it. Trust me. Look what's happened to me. And so many of my family who maybe aren't necessarily completely open to like alternative ways to fix a health problem, they are just like, this is unbelievable. I can't believe these are the results that you've gotten. Like, I send my labs to anyone that will stop and listen. I'm like, look what happened. So yeah.
And you actually right away, you took action, you fill out the form, because you did such a good job with your form. Other people that who schedule the call, they don't even write anything. And you're so busy, you're a business owner, and you took the time to do that and get on the call and get started in the program. That's what we love about you, because you're an action taker.
Yeah, and because your results are really, I mean, yes, Stephen referred me, but I mean, I obviously went and looked at all your testimonials and stuff, and your results were so good. I was like, well, whatever they tell me to do, I should probably just do it. Getting UTIs every 3 weeks isn't sustainable. And once you get your head around, okay, it's different, but they're there every day. They're going to tell you what to do, how to do it. And actually, once you're in it and once you're doing it, and even now, like I said, I think I'm like 11 or even 12 weeks having since started with you. I'm just like, I cannot imagine functioning any other way now. The trade-off is amazing. Like I say, I sleep 9 hours a night and I don't wake up. I wake up feeling good. I don't get sick at all. I haven't taken a headache tablet or anything for weeks and weeks and weeks. So to me, this is the smartest thing to do. And like I say, you just need to, I'm not that kind of person. I'm like, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. That works for me. So I really like working with you guys, because you do just tell me what to do. And it's honestly like my life is so different because I'm not getting ill all the time, but like my life as in, do I feel I've suffered in any way because I eat this way now? I'm like, no, not at all. I still do my thing. I still run my business. I still have my relationships. I still go out. I still do the things I want to do. I'm just not ill all the time anymore. I'm only 39, and I was like, God, is this just like my body getting old and not being able to cope with things anymore? I'm a huge fan. And honestly, anyone that is really poorly really should just work with you. But honestly, I wasn't really poorly. I just got kind of little infections all the time. So it's not like I was really ill, but I just got ill consistently, like over and over and over and over again. I'd get an infection, I'd take antibiotics, it would go, I'd get another infection in 3 weeks. I just think, just for understanding how much better your body can function, it's the best thing ever.
Thank you so much, Lucy. I'm really happy, and I'm happy about your results. We loved working with you. We said we need to get more people like Lucy. She's just doing everything.
It's business owners. I'm telling you, successful business owners, we're all wired the same way. We're just like, tell me what to do and I'll do it. I'm busy. I don't have time to hang around. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. That's what you need. You need more people like me.
So there's people who come throughout, or they get actually people who get jealous of other people's results. So there are people like that who, even though they're really sick, they need a help, but they have that negative mentality where they blame everything and everyone for that.
This is it. And I think, for what I was discussing this with my husband, actually, who probably is going to come on your program in a month or so, by the way, but anyway, different thing. He actually said this to me, because he said, well, how we spend whatever we spend, we don't check in with each other, we just have that relationship. And I was like, I've just spent this much, and I'm it's going to be really good, and it's going to fix this problem. He was like, great. And then I told him the support that you give, like daily support, and he was like, and it's only cost that much, and you get this daily support. I was like, yeah. And so from our perspective, we were like, you can't say it's not a considered purchase, because it is. But for what you get, he was like, you get that level of accountability and support from them every day, including the weekends, for that much money. And I was like, yeah. So we were actually blown away by
Thank you.
What you get for the money. And I'll tell you this as well. I would say in the last 6 weeks, because my productivity has gone up so much, because I'm not sick and I'm not laid out like comatose because I'm on antibiotics again. Because when I used to take antibiotics, I felt so bad, so tired, couldn't think straight, couldn't function. Because I've just not had any of that, I would say my productivity for the last 6 weeks is probably a good 25 to 30% higher. And I'll tell you, we've launched 2 new programs in the last 6 weeks, just because I have had the energy and the brain space to do it. So if we were going to do like an ROI financially, probably like 100 times, because I've been able to actually get on and run my business the way I want to, because I've had the energy and haven't been sick. I mean, I worked 9 days straight, and actually I then just took 1 day off, and I made sure I was eating right and everything, and actually I'm fine. Like 9 days straight, even 2 months ago, that I would have been laid out for a week after that, not functioning. So that's what you need to remember, and I think that's what you need to remind business owners and stuff of, is actually, I would say this program has enabled me to increase my income significantly because my productivity's gone up and I'm not losing days to being sick. So yeah.
So awesome to hear that. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I love that you better, and I love that you're able to work more and not feel as exhausted anymore.
Thank you. And again, feel free to share my labs with people, because I think it's super powerful when you see the actual numbers there. If it helps you, then I'm happy for you to use them. Just knock yourselves out.
Thank you so much.
All right, no problem. Speak to you soon.